What's up, everybody? I am Crimson Thunder here. Welcome to part 10 of Let's Play Mass Effect Crimson Thunder style. Last time we ended up going about, we have completed some more side quests back at the Citadel, and we got some upgrades. Now, we're going to go along with the main quest as we depart the Citadel once more. And our next place where we're going to go to is the head of Noveria. Off we go. Let's do right now. Bit of some plant scanning before it hits Noveria. Only a handful of planets around here. We got Matriarch Ray. And now we're going to go land on Noveria.
Approach control, this is the SSV Normandy, requesting Vector into berth.
Normandy, your arrival was not scheduled. Our defense grid is armed and tracking you. State your business.
Citadel business. We got a Council Spectre aboard.
Landing access granted, Normandy. Be advised, we will be confirming identification on arrival. If confirmation cannot be established, your vessel will be impounded.
What a fun bunch. I think I'll take my next leave here.
Yeah, we're not gonna let them impound it, not without some force.
Commander, something you need?
I have to go.
All right, see you.
Alright, let's go. Out of the Normandy. We'll take Dr. Lear Sony with us, and we're going to take Garrus with us because we need some of that. We need some of the strength here.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
As we now depart. Those people look like they're looking for trouble.
That's far enough.
We're not here to cause problems.
This is an unscheduled arrival. I need your credentials.
I'm a Spectre. My name is Shepard.
Load of horse crap, ma'am.
We will need to confirm that. Also, I must advise you that firearms are not permitted on Noveria. Sergeant Sterling, secure their weapons.
I wouldn't try that if I was you.
Citadel authority supersedes yours.
Hey, easy people.
Let's not start a fight.
If you think this is best, Commander.
Captain Matsuo, stand down! We confirmed their identity. Spectres are authorized to carry weapons here, Captain.
You may proceed, Spectre. I hope the rest of your visit will be less confrontational. Parasini-san will meet you upstairs.
Behave yourself.
Alright, now we'll go down here. Of course they're going... Because they are going to,
Weapon detectors, don't mind the alarms. I am Gianna Parasini, assistant to Administrator Ananias. We apologize for the incident in the docking bay.
Thank you.
I appreciate your help.
You're welcome. You understand our security chief was only doing her job. One of my duties is orientation of new arrivals. Do you have any questions?
Why are there so many guards here, though?
Pretty heavy security for such a small port.
The executive board does everything in its power to protect the privacy of our client corporations.
I can't have my investigation hampered.
Tread lightly. The board can bury you in litigation. You'd need an Asari lawyer to see the case through.
Has anyone unusual passed through here recently?
Unusual? An Asari matriarch passed through a few days ago. Lady Benezia.
Benezia. She is here?
Can I speak with her?
Benezia left for the Peak 15 research complex days ago. To the best of my knowledge, she's still there.
Could you tell me how to get there?
You'll need to ask Administrator Analeas for clearance to leave this port.
Where can I find the administrator?
His office is on the main level, left at the top of the elevator.
Understood. Can we go in now?
Of course. If you need any help, you can ask me at the administrator's office.
She is here. I can't believe it. I imagine you want to talk to me, Shepard. About my mother.
Don't worry.
No, I don't. I trust you, Liara. You may not be military, but you're part of my crew.
Thank you, Shepard. That means a great deal to me.
Yeah, but I gotta tell you, she's actually... Well, her mother, that matriarch, is really dangerous.
Welcome to Port Hanshan, the galaxy's most respected site for independent scientific research and development. For your own safety and to protect the privacy of others, you are required to obey any directions given by our security personnel. If you have questions or concerns, our friendly administrative staff is always available. Thank you, and enjoy your stay.
Yeah, just know that don't try to take firearms away from somebody if you can avoid it, because you just might have a fight.
This one offers greetings. You are the Spectre that visits Port Hanshan.
Oh, you heard already.
News travels fast here. Indeed, esteemed Spectre. Your arrival was not greeted with any joy by the companies here. This one has a burden that you could ease. If an arrangement could be made, it would compensate you. This one has procured a special item for a customer. The item is not permitted within the station, but you could bring it through customs.
So, smuggling in other words.
You want me to use my status to smuggle for you? That is not inaccurate. I'm supposed to uphold the law, not break it. This one understands. The offer shall remain open. It truly needs the help. Tell me about the job again. This one has procured a special item for a You want me to use my status to smuggle? That is not inaccurate. I have no problem with that. This one humbly thanks the Spectre. The package will be delivered to your vessel. All you need do is bring it to this one. Please do not mention this to Administrator Analeas. That one would levy fees. Is there anything else this one might help you with?
Alright, what are you selling though?
Could I buy something now? Is there anything in particular the Spectre is looking for?
Maybe some upgrades.
Greetings, Spectre. Have you brought the package? I'm here to shop. We can Of course. This one apologizes for inconveniencing you.
But it's very important right now that we do get this Metagel upgrade. We can also grab this license. Other than that, everything else seems to be alright. I'll try my best not to do any better not to know who the recipient is. So many turrets everywhere.
Get out of here.
Wow.
Good day, Commander. I trust you are behaving yourself? Not mixing yourself up in any questionable activities?
Of course not.
I don't generally get involved in that sort of thing.
No, of course. I thought you'd be too intelligent for such a thing. If you were, I would have to recite some tedious speech, then ask you to leave. Just so we understand each other.
Why are you still here? Are you guarding my ship?
All of the companies have secrets. Some of them deal in things that are not quite legal. Having a Spectre here makes them nervous. Analea Sama is buried under petitions to kick you off-world.
So you're protecting the Normandy.
Then you're actually protecting Normandy from the companies.
I am protecting them from themselves. They do not have the personnel or training to assault an Alliance frigate.
I wouldn't even want you to try that anyway.
There are guards everywhere. Are there that many problems here?
I am sure Parasini-san gave you the ultra-special blah blah about business here. Everyone wants to be protected from everyone else, but everyone also thinks they have a special right to kick over everyone else.
So you have to keep them from getting too eager.
Most of my job is diplomacy. Two corps start yelling at each other, my people walk in, flash some ceramic, and they start talking civilly. If there is anything this job has taught me, it's how to be impartial.
Don't they have their own security forces?
Everything from hackers to mercenaries. They have investments to protect, after all. But we are the only ones allowed to bear arms. Which is why the companies constantly try to bribe my people. I have a clear policy against freelancing. Anyone who works on the side is fired.
Tell me about yourself.
You first. I'm just a security guard. I heard that there were no human Spectres. How did you get that job?
My crew and I were involved in Saren's raid on Eden Prime.
You disabled the nuke. That makes sense. Special Tactics likes people who can think on their feet. I served in the Marines for a decade, mustered out, and went private sector. I was under fire a few times, so I ended up leading this detail.
I'll be moving on.
Very good, Commander. Please stay out of trouble.
So at least we understand why, what the hell's going on. There's a lot of, as you said, there's a lot of illegal research that goes here. Just in case we get some renegade points, we'll save here.
Greetings, Spectre. Have you brought the package?
Here you are.
The Spectre has done a great service for this one. From the deepness of light, it thanks you. This one promised compensation for services rendered. It humbly suggests that a sum of 250 credits would be most appropriate.
Well, you needed me, though.
Would you have had any chance of getting this past customs without me? You can be a bit more generous. The The other's words possess the discomforting ring of truth. This one could raise the sum to 500 credits. That is half this one's profit taken by the other. It can offer no more.
Yeah, that's better.
That's thoughtful of you. This one is glad to have come to an agreement. I'm just browsing right now. This one awaits your return.
Okay, so that basically takes care of that. Yeah, if you give it to a Krogan out there, that'll be different. For now, the most important thing that we should need to do is get past these guards right here. Walk on by like they don't even know what the hell I'm doing.
How can I help you?
Nothing right now.
Very well.
That blizzard outside looks like it's settling in for the...
How can I help you?
I'd like to speak to Annaleus.
One moment, please. Mr. Annaleus.
Yes, what?
Commander Shepard is asking to see you, sir.
Right, fine, come in.
Yeah, okay, something tells me this is gonna be... He's not gonna be, polite towards us.
You will excuse me if I don't stand up. I have no time to entertain refugees from that urban blight called Earth.
I see you looked up my service record.
Only a fool enters negotiation without knowledge of the other party's tendencies. This greeting is a courtesy. I will only cooperate as required by the Executive Board. Businesses come here to avoid the second guessing of galactic law.
Are you telling me you have no safety protocols?
Don't be ridiculous. Do you think a for-profit company would take no precautions against loss of life and material? Project leads have the final say here, not meddlesome politicians.
Do you do business with Saren?
Agent Saren? One of your Spectre compatriots? He is a major investor in Binary Helix Corporation, which is one of Novaria's backers.
Is Binary Helix developing weapons for him?
It's possible, given his interests. What our clients do in their labs is their business.
I've heard an Asari matriarch is here. Benezia?
She arrived a few days ago, accompanied by a personal escort and some cargo. She's up at Peak 15.
Why don't you define personal?
What do you mean, personal escort?
The phrase is self-explanatory. Bodyguards attending to the safety of her person, mainly Asari commandos.
Commandos? You didn't think that odd?
They followed all our regulations. I had no reason to forbid Lady Benezia from taking them.
What can you tell me about her cargo?
Large, heavy, and sealed. It passed weapons screening. Beyond that, it is not our concern.
What brought her out here?
If I knew, I wouldn't be at liberty to say. She came here as Agent Saren's executor. She's here on business for Binary Helix. There were issues at Peak 15 that required Saren's attention.
I'd like to see her, immediately.
I'm afraid that you cannot. Peak 15 is a private facility in the Skadi Mountains. Regardless, there is a blizzard in the area. Shuttles are grounded and surface access has been cut off.
Surface access, you say?
Cut off, I said. The roads are not suitable for travel. Don't make an issue of this, Shepard.
Forget him, Commander. If he won't help us, I'm sure someone else here will.
Back to my other questions.
Every minute of my time you waste costs the company 12 credits. I will keep a running tally.
Fine.
I have no more questions at this time.
Good. I received a dozen urgent messages while you dithered about.
So we know that we gotta go to Peak 15, but we just gotta find a way to get the hell off this place.
Mr. Annaleus isn't the only one with a pass to leave Henshan. You've never worked in the corporate world, have you, Commander? You can't bludgeon through bureaucracy.
Yeah, I can see that.
So it would seem. I need an alternative.
Talk to Lorik Keen. You should be able to find him at the hotel bar. Can't say more. Not within earshot of Mr. Annaleus.
How large are the facilities here?
We have 17 research complexes built into the mountains. Each is a self-sufficient facility housing a staff of hundreds.
You said I should talk to Lorik Keen?
Mr. Annaleus isn't the only one with a pass to leave Hanshan. Keen spends his days at the hotel since his office was closed.
Tell me about the companies that work on Novaria.
Over 250 high-tech firms rent our labs. Major shareholders include Elanus Risk Control Services, Binary Helix, and Synthetic Insights Limited.
Binary Helix? They work in genetics?
BH is a leader in genetics and biotechnology. They try to keep a low profile in the media. Much of their research is in biotic modifications. That angers many Luddite, organic baseline, and fundamentalist groups.
Haven't I seen Synthetic Insights in the news lately?
They're one of only 4 corporations licensed by the Citadel Council to develop artificial intelligence. They attract many protests. No agitators have ever breached our security. That's why they invest heavily here.
Your guards work for ERCS, don't they?
The executive board gets a discount on facility security. Elanus also develops lethal and non-lethal weapons.
Alright.
I've taken up enough of your time.
Not at all, Spectre. This is my job, after all.
Alright. So that guy has a pass off the island, off this place.
I'm on duty, Spectre. I shouldn't be talking to you.
Alright, so we should take one of these elevators up to the hotel. One thing I forgot to do. If I can get the master throw, things will be good. Okay. And the event's dampening's gonna be important here.
Noveria is a cool, rocky world with the Citadel.
Okay, now we gotta go up.
The male human at the hotel bar? He's a sales rep for Binary Helix. His name is Rafael Vargas. I need you to speak with him.
Have we met?
Do you know who I am?
Everyone here knows who you are, Dullstone. That makes you ideal for my job. You are a known quantity, or so Vargas will think. He will assume you are here to investigate his company's dirty laundry. That will distract him from my real intentions.
Why me?
I don't know anything about Binary Helix. What would I talk to Vargas about?
I represent the Aramali City Council on Thessia. Our town is known for its biotic amp crafters.
What is your city's interest in Binary Helix? They do not manufacture amps.
Much of BH's work relates to biotics. There are rumors that the Noveria branch has flown in Asari biotics. Powerful ones. Commandos, to be specific. We want to assess any potential risk to Asari copyrights. You will present yourself as a buyer, on behalf of the Spectres or the Alliance. Discuss their military enhancement programs. Your real objective will be to distract him. I will give you a device that will crack into his personal wireless network. It will upload a variety of monitoring viruses. They will infiltrate Binary Helix when he logs onto their internet.
You know that's illegal, right?
You think this uniform's just for show? My job is to enforce the law, not break it.
Do you think that Binary Helix obeys all the laws? That they do not spy on other companies?
That's not an excuse.
What they might be doing somewhere else doesn't justify my acting against them here.
Very well, Spectre. I will be on my way.
This will get you some Paragon points.
Afternoon. Sit down, have a drink. What can I do for you?
Are you Lorik Keen? I've heard you might be able to help me.
You are the Spectre that just arrived, are you not? What can an old Turian like me possibly help you with?
Need to get to peak 15.
I'm trying to find a way into the garage. I have places to go.
You need a pass. How fortuitous. I'm the manager of the local Synthetic Insights office. For the moment, at least. Mr. Analeas closed my office. He claims to be investigating reports of my corruption. The administrator is an interesting man. He's become quite wealthy since he took direct control of rents.
I sense a connection there.
Indeed. I acquired evidence of Analeas' actions. His hired goons are ransacking my office to find it. I suspect your goal lies outside this port. Mr. Analeas would be disinclined to let you wander. If you recover the evidence from my office, I will give you my garage pass, as well as a sum of credits.
Why didn't Analeas cancel your pass clearance?
Why should he? There's nothing outside but snow and hungry Nathak.
How did you get a pass?
I'm a manager. Most executives on Noveria are free to come and go as they will.
Yeah, I'll do it.
You have a plan?
I do. However, there is one other... What is that charming human expression? Fly in the lotion? Violence against Mr. Analeas' thugs may be necessary. He has members of Han Shan's security team searching my offices. He's paying them under the table. Miss Matsuo is unaware of their outside employment.
If I have to kill the guards, I'm afraid I can't help you. There's still the law around here.
True enough. Though I hasten to point out that Ms. Matsuo disapproves of outside contracting. If you change your mind, I will remain here. I see no other options at present.
What sort of offer?
Good.
Back again. What can this old Turian do for you today?
I've been thinking over your difficulties with Analeas.
Indeed?
So if I help you, you'll help me.
Yes. You need to get into the garage. If you recover the evidence from my office, I will give you my garage pass, as well as a sum of credits.
Yeah, I'll do it.
That sounds like a fair trade.
Violence... He's paying them under the table. Miss Matsuo is unaware of their outside.
I'll focus on trying to get your evidence. If I'm lucky, I won't have to fight anyone.
Excellent. Here is my pass into our offices. The evidence is on my office computer. This OSD contains an encryption key to access it. Slide it into the drive and it will auto-execute. Oh, and do try to keep bloodstains off the carpets, would you?
Alright, so now we have to go...
Can I help you?
I'm sorry. The hotel is off limits to those without a corporate account.
Don't hang up. Elder brother, it's me. I'm on Noveria now.
Beat it.
That was the Krogan that could have helped. And do a couple of overrides here. It appears that there's a doctor at risk. And if you do that, Synthetic Insights has all their security disabled.
I said beat it!
So the civil security there would actually make things a lot easier.
Make us regret letting you keep those guns.
Well, you have no choice there, buddy. So we gotta go towards the garage. This will get us into the area.
Freeze! Hanshan security. This office is sealed.
Oh. Alright, what's going on here?
What are you doing in these offices?
The administrator's orders. Laura Keene is under investigation.
Actually, you're here illegally.
Ananias is paying you to shake this place down. Does Captain Matsuo know you're here?
Hey, I'm not the one who wants Keene. Ananias has a Varen up his ass about this guy. How about this? You pretend you didn't see us, we'll pretend we didn't see you.
Sweep this place.
All clear.
Clear. Ammo rounds, that can help. Now, you can do this one of two ways. If you choose, there's a way you can get a crap ton of Paragon points. There's a glitch to get like an unlimited amount. Do the incendiary rounds here. What the hell are you doing?
I don't think you're supposed to be in here, Shepard.
You have me at a disadvantage, miss.
Oh, now you're gonna show some respect? I'm Sergeant Kyra Sterling, Ilanis Risk Control Services.
Oh, the one.
Ananias would throw you off-world for what you did here. I won't. You know what we did to cop killers on my world?
Your men are dirty, Sergeant. You're here off-duty, breaking the law for bribe money.
Well, they didn't give me enough of a choice.
I didn't want to fight them. They fired first.
Well, I don't need a gun.
I will destroy you!
Do it.
Destroy you.
I will destroy you!
There, that takes care of them.
That's it. Bag 'em and tag 'em.
You got it. The Terminator and an Avenger.
Do not be fooled by these civilized surroundings. This is a place of secrets and lies.
Yeah, I thought we figured that out earlier. He also has some synthetic stuff too. The Raptor's gonna. No, I think we're just gonna keep the Raptor here. It's not gonna do. It's not gonna do too much good. Hurricane.
Commander, there have been reports of noise from the Synthetic Insights office. Would you know anything about it?
It's probably Analaeus' thugs.
It's probably Analaeus' thugs ripping the place apart.
Smartass, huh? That's fine. I can work with that. Meet me at the hotel for a drink before you talk to Keen. I'll be waiting.
And that's where we're going to be heading next. Because those people ended up shooting at me unauthorized.
Sergeant Sterling was killed. When we get the one responsible, we'll take turns guarding him.
Well, buddy, you have no idea that it was me.
The managers warned us about you, Spectre.
Excuse me. Not the talking bay.
My sergeant was killed in the SI office. I don't know how I feel about that. She was brutal.
But I'm even more brutal when I get into a fight with people. Not that I want to cause fights. Unfortunately, Liara T'Soni does not appear to have any self-healing abilities.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. Parasini, Novaria Internal Affairs.
Okay, why?
Why is an internal affairs agent here?
The executive board knows about Analeus' corruption. I've been undercover for 6 months. I want you to convince Keen to testify before the board. With his evidence, this planet can run profitably again.
Well, you know I'm gonna need his pass in order to get out of here, right? And what kind of corruption?
I thought corruption was the rule on Novaria.
The rule is don't rock the boat. Self-interest is tolerated if it doesn't interfere with business. Analeus is driving customers away.
Why don't you ask Keen directly?
I'm Analeus' secretary. You'd think he'd believe me? That he'd meet me in some dark alley with his evidence?
You work for Analeus. Can't you just take his records?
He's a crook, not a moron. He doesn't keep logs on his computer saying, this month I stole 3 million credits.
Impressive.
Keen's testimony and records are everything I need to prove Analeus' guilt in one package.
Well, I also do need his pass.
I need Keen's garage pass to complete my mission.
You help my investigation, I'll provide whatever you need. Favor for a favor.
Analeus is dirty. It might be best to help her.
Look, Shepard, I don't like this either. You Spectres play fast and loose with the law. That's bad for business.
Yes, I'll help you.
All right, I'll talk to Keen and see if I can convince him.
Thank you. You know where I work. Come talk to me once you know if he'll play ball.
Now we actually are going to have to testify. And note, there is a glitch here that you can get as many Paragon Renegade points.
Always a pleasure, Spectre. Any news on that matter I asked you to look into?
I finished the job, but an internal affairs investigator contacted me. She wants you to testify against Analeus.
Now that you have my property, you want to dictate how I use it? I have no interest in a public spectacle.
The thing is that you could be a hero for doing this.
Everyone on this station is chafing under Analeus' extortion. You might end up a hero.
My employers rely on the goodwill of the executive board to work here.
The board is investigating Analeus. They'll be more angry at him than at you.
All right. It is obvious that I cannot dissuade you. Very well. I will testify. Make whatever arrangements you need with your contact. I will wait here.
That's also why it's important to have as much charm as you can. So far, no renegade.
Better toe the line with the administrator. If you don't, you might end up like Roaring Keen.
Oh well. The administrator's gonna have no idea what hit.
Spectre. Have you given any more consideration to my offer?
Yeah, I convinced him.
It took some persuasion, but Keen has agreed to testify.
That's a world of stress off my back. I'll take the evidence for safe transport. I didn't think you'd help me, being a Spectre and all. I guess some of you can be alright.
I thought you'd be happier, though.
Doesn't this help you? You don't seem particularly happy.
I'm ecstatic, but right now, I just feel like a long day of work is ending. While you were working on Keen, I got you a garage pass. Be careful up there. I have an arrest to make. Wish I had time to change into something easy to move in. I hate skirts.
This is an outrage. I'll see that you never work in this sector again.
Yeah, get a move on.
You, Shepard! I demand you place this bitch under arrest!
You have the right to remain silent. I wish to God you'd exercise it. See you around the galaxy, Commander. I owe you a beer.
And we get another 8 Paragon points for actually helping. Oh, he even has the illegal rounds here too. So. Now let's get out of here. So now we're going to go up to the garage.
Access to the garage is restricted.
I have a pass.
I have authorization. Excuse me.
Yes, that's genuine. Drive safely. The weather's supposed to be pretty bad out in the Alutsk Valley.
Okay, they're on that saved here. I think those are the packages that they were Lady Venezia had.
See, these are what the matriarch had in the crates.
Yeah, isn't that what I just said, Garrus?
What are these?
Okay.
What did you do here, Commander?
You know that was a Geth ambush.
The Geth ambushed us, we fought back. That's it.
Geth, you expect me to... Where did they come from?
If I were to guess, the matriarch packed them in the shipping container she arrived with.
I don't believe that. We did thorough scans of those. There were no power sources, no element zero masses. If Benezia-sama's containers were packed with these things, there are many more out there.
Well, we'll handle them.
We've fought Geth before. We'll take care of them for you.
I appreciate that. My people are good, but few of them have combat experience. I must report to the executive board. If word gets out about loose Geth, there may be an investor panic.
Okay, so now that we took care of that, there are even some Geth primes here too. Ooh, a fuel tank. Okay, so as far as equipment is concerned, better stability. We're definitely going to be needing some not shredder rounds, we need tungsten rounds. These are good against synthetic. leveling up is concerned, I am going to go into the last point of charm. So that gives me the next thing at level discount. Throw. It's also important that now that I have full charm, I can do all the all dialogue. Now we grab Mako, and at least the players are not lying over the Bluebird. So we'll tread here as carefully as we can. Find the all basically, we have to go throughout the whole valley, all the way to Peak 15. And we should expect to fight some death.
Heading out.
At least one of our Unitarian armor survivors. You get 2 upgrades from here. As long as one person has that. There's a turret there. For some reason, that is block that before. Quite a bit of
Heading out.
Some more armor for Ashley later on. powerful enough to fire, so I don't think the good news is that the best do a quick save. Door right here, you'll end up experiencing a glitch if you have one of those very recent AMD processors. I have the Ryzen 3, which falls into that category. You'll see everything have a big blob texture. I'll give you a link in the description.
User alert. All Peak 15 facilities have suffered a great deal of damage. Biohazard materials present throughout facility. Virtual intelligence user interface offline.
Reactor's back online.
Okay.
I think we're good, Shepard.
Just go up and before we go up, let's just go see if there's any crates around here that we might have missed. I don't believe that there is. Just up there. So we will work up here so we get this crate. Oh, we got a cipher tool. upgrade kit over here. Get some more rounds and plus a grenade. Why are these turrets backwards?
Why are the turrets facing the wrong way?
They want to keep their people in as much as they want to keep others out.
In here we got another storage locker. We can also get some more weapons. Well, some more rounds. Cryo rounds. I think here we'll start switching to the shredder rounds. Do more damage. So now we're gonna head up. That don't look friendly either. Let's switch to these other stuff. Also white for the other stuff too. So we'll go around here.
What were those things?
Xenobiology is not my field.
Arachnide.
Maybe someone in the labs knows. Now we're going to go into fitness, so we get advanced immunity, so we actually can take less damage. After we max this out, we're going to go into now we got advanced immunity. We're now going to max out our sniper rifles. We're gonna go master throw here.
That's it. Bag 'em and tag 'em.
And before we head to... We got an exoskeleton. For my armor. This will come in handy for protection against all those biotic attacks, since our armor does not provide any protection against those. We're gonna enter this core. Now you can do this one or two ways. You can either do this with Hunter Animagel or do a manual reactivation. Now this is a little bit of a puzzle here. All you have to do is get one of these stacks into either 2 or 3. And you cannot always basically if you have a anyway, if you got one of these on the top, you cannot you have to make sure you do it from like the bottom up. Okay, for some reason we've been looking through. Force reactivated, go all the way up to the top.
It looks like you're trying to restore this facility. Would you like help?
Yeah.
You're the virtual intelligence that runs this place?
This system is monitored to respond to the name Mira. May I ask your name?
I am Commander Shepard of the Special Reconnaissance Tactics.
Commander Shepard. I work for the Citadel Special Tactics and Reconnaissance.
One moment, please. Council authority confirmed. You are entitled to secure access of all systems. Please note that queries relating to corporate secrets require privileged access. Privileged access is only available to Binary Helix executives. This system is ready to process queries. You may access me at any holographic interface within Peak 15.
I need to find Matriarch Benezia.
Lady Benezia departed on the passenger tramway to the Rift Station subsidiary labs. User alert. The tramway system is currently inoperable.
Alright, damage report.
What's the situation here?
One moment, please. Diagnostics in progress. Critical failure. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required. Critical failure. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger tram systems are offline. Report complete. Do you have an additional system status query?
Reactor?
Do you know why the reactor was shut down?
I'm sorry, but I was offline at the time. Shutdown could occur if reactor breach seems likely, or in the case of catastrophic laboratory containment failure. Emergency guidelines suggest the frigid environment will kill biological contagions. It may also damage mechanical ones.
Turn off the heat and hope the cold puts whatever you have unleashed to sleep.
Fix that?
What do I need to do to get the power back on?
The valves to the Helium-3 fuel line must be opened. This can be done at the controls on the reactor assembly proper.
And the landline?
What are the landlines, and why are they disabled?
The landlines connect my mainframes here at Central Station to the various sub-facilities of Peak 15. This allows the crew to remotely access my databases from the comfort and security of their labs. When emergency protocols were implemented within the hot labs, the cabling was automatically ejected.
How do I reconnect the landlines?
The landlines are designed for easy reconnection. The router for the landlines is on the roof of operations. Simply activate the controls and the hardware will reconnect and reboot automatically.
Tell me what happened here.
I'm sorry, but I need a more specific query.
Final logs.
Tell me what occurred immediately before you shut down.
Stage 1 alert issued at Hot Labs. Contaminants released from Laboratory Pod Gamma. Emergency protocols implemented. Stage 2 alert issued at Hot Labs. Isolation tube breached. Tram shut down. Landline to Hot Labs disconnected. Stage 3 alert issued locally. Contaminants in tram tunnels. Station shutdown and evacuation initiated. Code Omega sent.
What sort of contaminants escaped?
I'm sorry, Commander. Inquiries related to our research require privileged access. Only executives of Binary Helix have that level of clearance.
The creatures we've encountered here, did they come from the labs?
I'm sorry, Commander. Inquiries related to our research require privileged access. Only executives of Binary Helix have that level of clearance.
Why were you taken offline?
In the event, Peak 15 must be sterilized for security purposes. My program and data are purged.
So they kill you?
They kill you if something goes wrong?
My systems are permanently disabled. To be killed, I would need to be alive. I am merely a database program.
Okay.
That's all I need right now.
Very well, Commander. Logging you out. User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
Okay, so we can go.
User alert. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline. Now exiting to the roof. User alert. Landline connections are disabled.
That does get annoying.
Passenger
So let's get
trams
these things
are
fixed
offline.
as quickly as possible. So we can go here. Now there are enemies up here, so.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
Alright. A little overkill, but okay.
User alert. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline.
Okay. Now the landlines are repaired, so now the things are okay here. Armageddon. Now we get even more firepower. So this is pretty much the closest thing you can get to having the best assault rifle in the game other than Spectre. We'll give that to him. So we're gonna give this upgrade, this little upgrade to her, so now she can do more damage.
Connections restored. Processing new data. User alert. Unable to connect to Hot Lab facilities.
Tell me what happened here.
I'm sorry, but I need a more specific query.
Alright, so now Rift Station.
What's the status of Rift Station?
Rift Station has been locked down by the staff. There are presently no contaminants within the facility.
The staff is alive then?
Yes, though the number of personnel is below the official staff count.
Locked down.
Why is Rift Station locked down?
Emergency procedures require each facility to isolate itself to prevent the spread of contagion. It would also appear that there are several employees quarantined for medical treatment.
So how do I get in?
Give me a status report on the hot labs.
I am sorry. The network connections to the labs have been damaged. Data is limited.
Give me an overview of the facility.
The hot labs isolate dangerous biological or cybernetic contaminants during development. The complex is built within a glacier. In the event of an accident, it can be irradiated and sunk into the ice.
You have no idea what's going on inside.
I'm afraid not. My last log entry is shortly after the Stage 2 containment alert was sounded.
That's all I need.
Very well. User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
Alright, so the next thing we gotta do right now is that we do gotta go out and reconnect some of these, do this main reactor. Until then, we cannot go out on the trams.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required. Now entering main reactor. User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
Yeah, I know. Manual restart. Let's go clear these. Let's go clear these enemies out. Let's bring the. Now let's grab the assault rifle. Another exoskeleton. Round.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required. User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
That took out that guy. I had no idea what it is. And now we can fix the fuel line. Now the reactor's on. Start. Peak 50 is good. It's good.
Online. Connected to subsidiary facilities. How may I assist you?
What's this about loose contaminants?
Dangerous biological agents are present in the tramway decontamination chamber. The tram station has been sealed in the interest of crew safety. Activation of the fail-safe plasma jets is recommended prior to access.
How do I activate the failsafe system?
Controls for the failsafe systems are located in the security checkpoint outside decontamination. User alert. The failsafe system is currently inoperable.
Wow.
What would it take to get the decon failsafes operating again?
There is a hardware fault in the control system. This can be repaired on-site using a standard Omni tool.
Alright, we'll fix it.
That's all I need right now.
Very well, Commander. Logging you out.
So let's not go, just go rushing in because we don't know what these candidates are exactly capable of doing. So now that's done. That was close.
Now entering decontamination and transit hub. User alert. Loose contaminants in the decontamination chamber. Access to passenger tramways inadvisable.
Alright, so before we actually go out, since this is locked.
They're locked in.
Let's actually not.
The door could be finessed. It appears that the trams to the subsidiary stations are beyond it.
Control group, loosen them. They're in. Can't escape. The tunnels now.
Unfortunately, it appears that our electronic skills are
Online.
low.
Connected to subsidiary facilities.
What's this about loose?
The tram station has been sealed in the interest of crew.
Override. Open the doors now.
Very well, Commander. Releasing safeties. Proceed at your discretion.
That's all I need right now.
Very well, Commander. Logging you out.
Now we have a level up. Okay, now we're going to go into sniper rifles. Yara, we're going to put point to lift and a point at damping. Now we've reached the tram, we are going to head over there, head for the peak.
Departing Central Station. Destination, Rift Station.
And now we're on to our main objective.
Now arriving at Rift Station, Binary Helix Research Facility.
Alright, let's go. So now we're going to go around here. You can't unfortunately you can't access that right now, so you're going to go in here. Hot labs will come to in a little while. Once you get to about here,
I believe the blobs of the black would go away if you were not.
Sorry, we couldn't be sure what was on the tram.
Can those things work a train's controls?
Hell if I know. I'm not assuming any... Look, you're human and that's enough that I won't shoot, but I'd like to know who you are.
Spectre.
My name is Shepard. I'm a Spectre.
Huh. I won't look a heavily armed horse in the mouth. The aliens overran the hot labs last week. Only Han Olar got out, and he ain't all there anymore. The first we knew, the bastards were clawing into my command post. We had a lot more staff then.
You were taken by surprise and had civilians to protect. You did a good job, Captain.
Yeah? Sure as hell doesn't feel like it. The board sent an Asari to clean up the mess. She went to the hot labs yesterday. We haven't heard from her since.
I'm not gonna let any of your people die.
All I can do is hold out here and protect the civilians. There's an emergency elevator out by the trams. This card will let you activate it. It can take you down to the hot labs. Oh, and if you need any first aid, Dr. Cohen's downstairs in the med bay.
You're certain the matriarch is still in the hot labs?
She hasn't come back here. You came through Central Station, so she ain't there.
Did the aliens come from inside the facility, or did they attack from outside?
You want my personal opinion? Labs like that exist to do stupid crap that gets people killed.
Tell me about the structure of the hot labs.
It's built into one of the glaciers further down the mountain. Real old, thick, stable. If something goes wrong, they heat it up and sink it into the ice. Normally, the crew gets to the labs using a tram from Central Station. We've got an elevator that connects directly, but it's for emergency use only. Listen, I'm not sending my people down there. It's too dangerous. You understand?
Tell me about Rift Station.
I can't talk about everything. What do you need to know?
Tell me about the defenses here.
Secure enough that you shouldn't poke in corners.
You survived somehow.
I was just impressed with your operation. Being able to weather a week of assaults is no mean feat.
Only the best get assigned to high-security facilities like this. What impresses me most is the turrets, alarms, and cameras. They're all routed through a central location out by the quarantine labs. One guy can lock down the whole facility. The security hub's the last logical fallback, and we'd have cover from the turrets all the way.
Tell me about the defenses here.
It's designed to survive a breach. The turrets and alarms are routed from a control room.
What kind of research is
Beats
done?
me. I'm not supposed to know. So long as people don't start dying, it's not my problem.
How are your people holding up?
We weren't expecting the initial wave. They made it inside. We lost some good people. Those of us left are short-handed. We've kept order by long shifts and stems. I don't like it, but I don't see an alternative.
Tell me about Rift Station.
I can't talk about everything.
I've got work to do.
Yeah, I hear that. Hell! Man the perimeter!
Go, go, go! Go, go, go!
Thanks for the help. Every few hours, a group comes up the tram tunnel. It's actually better since we locked down the elevator.
No problem.
I'll do whatever I can.
I don't know why they keep throwing themselves against our defenses. Even animals should learn not to stick their noses where it hurts.
Uncertain. I welcome you. Cautiously, I am curious to know what you're doing here.
I heard there were some problems up here.
Furtively, I am concerned about the state of our guards. Many have been awake for days. For now, with forced cheer, I still have a limited supply of equipment to sell.
Show me what you got.
Let's have a look.
Regretfully, most of my stock is being appropriated by Captain Ventralis.
But at least we can get some of these stuff we don't need out of here. so that's just a little bit better. Convert that to Armagel. Now we go down to medbay.
Hang on. What do you want?
I didn't mean to bother you.
No, you did nothing wrong. I'm just distracted.
What happened to these people?
They're suffering from a toxin. There was an accident. I have a non-disclosure agreement. I shouldn't discuss it with anyone outside of the company.
But you're going to, because I might be able to help.
And I'd like to think that the company finds our lives more valuable than their secrets. You know Mira, the VI for Peak 15? She handles the safety protocols for our experiments here.
Well, I fixed her.
We reactivated her on our way through Central Station.
That was you? I'm grateful. Until she came online, the automatic equipment wouldn't work. We lost the connection to Mira in the middle of an experiment and the quarantine failed. These three were exposed to a toxin, something we were working on.
I understand your caution, but I need details. But you say it won't go beyond these walls.
It's a bioweapon, based on an exotic life form discovered on the frontier. They wanted something that could kill the creature. But there was no profit in something that kills one species on the frontier. We kept working on it and adapted it to affect more species. Thoros B is highly infectious, but can't pass from one person to another, like a biowar attack without a pandemic spread.
It doesn't matter how safe you make it. Biological weapons are illegal.
Yeah.
Militaries, governments, they'll get this kind of weapon one way or another, and we're trying to limit the damage. I know you can't see that.
Yeah, damn right I can't.
There's a reason the Citadel conventions forbid bioweapons, Doctor.
I didn't expect you'd understand. Our notes and equipment are locked in the quarantine labs. Captain Ventralis doesn't want to risk more contamination.
Is it Dane?
Is he right to keep people out?
No, the toxin has a brief period of viability. After that, it breaks down into simple protein chains. But he won't listen to me.
I'll talk to him. Maybe I can convince him to let me try.
I can't ask you to do this officially, but if you can do anything, I'd appreciate it.
What will it take to get the cure for these people?
The quarantine labs are near the science team's quarters. Once you're in there, look for our notes. It should just be a matter of following our processes.
How's the science team holding up?
Better than Ventralis' guards. They've been on alert since the first attack. I've been administering stims at their request. But every species needs to sleep. They're getting twitchy, irrational.
Are you the doctor here?
I'm a doctor, but not the doctor. My specialty is microbiology, not first aid. We had a medic, Dr. Sala, but we lost him. The automatics can handle basic treatment. Mira runs them.
Talk to you later.
I hope you can do something.
This system is online and ready to provide emergency services.
Alright, we can top off on that.
Think you could run that equipment for us?
Certainly, Commander. One moment, please.
Now, the next thing we gotta do is talk to the captain again. Nothing of interest here.
Something you need?
I've heard about the problems in the quarantine lab. I'd like to recover the toxin cure.
God, I wish we could help those guys. I really do, but we can't risk contamination now.
We're not part of your defense plans. We're consuming extra rations, extra Medigel.
Yeah, but you also have extra guns. All right, you want to gamble with your life, you're not under my command. I'll have the guard let you in, but he'll lock the door behind you. He'll run a full scan before he'll let you out. If there are any anomalies, you stay in there.
Those are reasonable precautions.
I'll radio ahead to let the guard know. Good luck.
I've got work to do.
You and me both.
Alright, so now save here. Now down to the barracks.
You're not part of the crew. Call me Shepard. I'm a Spectre, sent by the Citadel.
There aren't any human specters. Look, Plague doesn't care who you are. This lab is under quarantine.
What do you want? I have Ventralis' permission to go in there.
Yeah, he radioed. He also said you have to prove you're not contaminated to get out. You got a death wish? You should stand watches on the barricade.
Yeah, well, I'm much more dangerous than that. Get some crates. Now we're going to make this secure. And the objective is to make sure the bar goes right between those triangles.
Your mission ends here, Shepard.
Ambush.
You work for the Matriarch, haven't you?
You're a sleeper agent for Benezia.
I was ordered to eliminate you should the opportunity arise. And here you are, trapped in this lab. Weapons free!
That's a bad Yeah, they did.
They came out of there.
You mean the inorganics the Asari had with her?
Benezia brought them with her.
I need to know more about those things out there.
About the Rachni?
Rachni? That's preposterous.
How did they get here?
Where did they come from?
They found it in a derelict ship. An egg. Waiting since the last battles. They brought it here.
Shut up! God, you want to get us killed?
I don't have any control over who lives or dies here. Do you?
If you're gonna be crazy, be the quiet kind.
Crazy? I'm sane. God, am I sane.
I need to know everything about the Rachni.
I told you all I can. We brought the Rachni back from the dead. In retrospect, a bad decision.
How can I get into the maintenance area?
A team lead would have access, like Dr. Cohen. He's in the
I heard you were at the hot labs. How did you make it out alive?
I killed her.
Who?
Dr. Zonmua. We were going to lunch. She banged on the window once, then they sliced her to pieces. I closed the door. I killed her.
Tell me what you know. I'll make your survival mean something.
You think I want absolution? There is none.
Could Matriarch Benezia survive in the hot labs?
It's possible. The specimens were sensitive to biotics.
I'll be leaving now.
Yeah.
I used to have nightmares like this.
Now, in order to access the boss, you can do this one or two ways. You can go through the maintenance or the restricted area. The maintenance area is going to be the best way, so we don't cause any fights over here.
Relieved. It's pleasant.
Let's have a look.
Regretfully.
Yeah, that's not gonna help. Okay, so now let's go down to the med bay.
Is that the cure? You did it?
Yeah, but an Asari attacked me.
That Asari scientist, the one in the mess hall, she just tried to kill us.
Alestia? That's unbelievable. I don't know much about her. She arrived a month ago. One of the shareholders pulled strings to get her here.
Let me guess. Saren the Spectre.
Yes. I think that was the name. I don't pay attention to the other research teams. Look, the guards, they've been more on edge since you got here. I think they were expecting you. And there are more labs in the back. The guards won't even let me back there. Just people with clearance.
What about the maintenance area?
What about the maintenance area? Do you have access to that?
The maintenance area? Yes. Take my pass. But there's just snow back there. Let me see that file. An extension on Phelps' work? I thought he was on the right track. I can't thank you enough that... Oh, God, what a cliché. You saved their lives, do you know that?
Well, you have any Metagel?
That's what I'm here for. Forget about it.
I need to administer this. Thanks again.
We got 24. You get 24 Varian points.
They seem to be coming along well.
They don't look much better.
It'll take time for them to recover. They're through the worst.
Good news.
Of course. Be careful.
Alright, so now we're done with that.
I didn't know Alliance basic training included biochemistry.
Well, because if we went through the restricted area, we would have been going into a fight. So let's not do that. Around here. It goes bypass all that, go to ventilation room. Enemy on my radar. Basically have been able... We entered the back door, so they're unaware of my presence here. Save. Alright, do another save here because now we got the boss.
There's Matriarch
You do
Benezia.
not know the privilege of being a mother. There is power in creation. To shape a life, turn it toward happiness or despair. Her children were to be ours, raised to hunt and slay Saren's enemies. I won't be moved by sympathy, no matter who you bring into this confrontation.
That's not why Liara's here.
Liara's here because she wants to be, not because I asked her to.
Indeed. What have you told him about me, Liara?
What could I say, Mother? That you're insane? Evil? Should I explain how to kill you? What could I say?
Have you faced an Asari commando unit before? Few humans have.
Hey, what about Liara?
I can't believe you'd kill your own daughter.
Wow.
I now realize I should have been stricter with her.
Okay. Good the damping field. Benezia directly. You actually have to attack. Grenade out. Alright, that takes care of that.
This is not over. Saren is unstoppable. My mind is filled with his light. Everything is clear.
You know, the Rachni seem to disagree.
The Rachni didn't cooperate with you. Why should I?
I will not betray him. You will. You must listen. Saren still whispers in my mind. I can fight his compulsions briefly, but the indoctrination is strong.
Why should I believe you?
Why are you able to break free of his control now?
I sealed a part of my mind away from the indoctrination, saving it for a moment when I could help destroy him. It will not last long.
So you could turn on me again?
Yes, but it would not be my will, Shepard. People are not themselves around Saren. You come to idolize him, worship him. You would do anything for him. The key is Sovereign, his flagship. It is a dreadnought of incredible size, and its power is extraordinary.
Where did he get it?
Sovereign's not like other ships. Where did it come from?
I cannot say. The Geth did not build it. Its technology is far more advanced than that of any known species. The longer you stay aboard, the more Saren's will seems correct. You sit at his feet and smile as his words pour into you. It is subtle at first. I thought I was strong enough to resist. Instead, I became a willing tool, eager to serve. He sent me here to find the location of the Mu relay. Its position was lost thousands of years ago.
How do you lose a relay?
How does something that big go missing?
4,000 years ago, a star nearby went supernova. The shockwave propelled the relay out of its system, but did not damage it. Its precise vector and speed are impossible to determine. As millennia passed, the nebula created by the nova enveloped the relay. It is difficult to find any cold object in interstellar space, particularly something swathed in hot dust and radiation.
You're here for that?
Someone on Noveria found it?
2,000 years ago, the Rachni inhabited that region of our galaxy. They discovered the relay. The Rachni can share memories across generations. Queens inherit the knowledge of their mothers. I took the location of the relay from the Queen's mind. I was not gentle.
How did the Rachni find it?
They searched, patiently. They are territorial creatures, driven to close any possible way into their systems.
Why does Saren need the Mu relay?
He believes it will lead him to the conduit.
Oh.
I would tell you more if I could, but Saren did not share his counsel with me. I was merely a servant to his cause.
You can still make it right. Give me the information.
I was not myself, but I should have been stronger. I transcribed the data to an OSD. Take it, please.
Knowing the relay's coordinates is not enough. Do you know where he planned to go from there?
Saren wouldn't tell me his destination. But you must find out quickly. I transmitted the coordinates to him before you arrived. You have to stop me. I can't. His teeth are at my ear. Fingers on my spine. You should. Oh, you should.
Mother! Don't leave! Fight him!
You've always made me proud, Liara. Die!
Now we got the Sara commandos. Alright, that takes care of that.
I cannot go on. You will have to stop him, Shepard.
Hold on. We've got Metagel. Maybe we can...
No. He is still in my mind. I am not entirely myself. I never will be again.
Mother!
Good night, little wing. I will see you again with the dawn. No light. They always said there would be a...
Medical information. Alright, so now we're going to go sniper rifles. like a rat actually.
This one serves as our voice. We cannot sing. Not in these low spaces. Your musics are colorless.
I don't understand you.
Musics? What?
Your way of communicating is strange. Flat. It does not color the air. When we speak, one moves all. We are the mother. We sing for those left behind. The children you thought silenced. We are Rachni.
Are you controlling the Asari?
How are you speaking through her?
Our kind sing through touchings of thought. We pluck the strings, and the other understands. She is weak to urging. She has colors we have no names for. But she is ending. Her music is bittersweet. It is beautiful. The children we birthed were stolen from us before they could learn to sing. They are lost to silence. And their suffering, they cannot be saved. They will only cause harm as they are.
Oh, what's wrong with them?
I don't understand. Why are your children killing people?
These needlemen, they stole our eggs from us. They sought to turn our children into beasts of war, claws with no songs of their own. Our elders are comfortable with silence. Children know only fear if no one sings to them. Fear has shattered their minds.
I understand. A child left alone in a closet until she is 16 would not be sane.
If you're certain...
If you're sure they can't be saved.
It is lamentable, but necessary. Do what you must. Before you deal with our children, we stand before you. What will you sing? Will you release us? Are we to fade away once more?
The Rachni were a threat to the galaxy. Those tanks are filled with acid. If she gets out of hand, they dissolve her.
They made a mistake. They let the Krogan go too far. This is a chance for us to atone. She has done nothing to us.
Your companions hear the truth. You have the power to free us, or return our people to the silence of memory.
If I let you live, would you attack other races again?
No. I do not know what happened in the war. We only heard discordance, songs the color of oily shadows. We would seek a hidden place to teach our children harmony. If they understand, perhaps we would return.
Are you a survivor from the war? A clone?
We do not know. We were only an egg, hearing Mother cry in our dreams. A tone from space hushed one voice after another. It forced the singers to resonate with its own sour yellow note. Then we awoke in this place, the last echo of those who came out from the singing planet. The sky is silent.
I'm not gonna kill you.
I won't destroy your entire race. You'll go free.
You will give us the chance to compose anew? We will remember. We will sing of your forgiveness to our children.
Now, if you had Rex or Ashley, they would expect their approval for doing so. you'll get a crap ton of Paragon points. Alright, so now we gotta head south. But before we leave, we need to deal with these hot labs. But we have to get rid of them.
Are you here to secure the situation?
That's right. I'm a Council Spectre. Who are you?
I am Yaroslav Tartakovsky, the operations director. I would stand and shake hand, but you must listen to me. If we do not contain our mistake, they will drop bombs from the battle stations. You understand?
What did you do?
I don't understand anything yet. What were you doing here?
Binary Helix found an egg. It was on a derelict ship, thousands of years drifting. This was Rachni's ship. Inside they find many eggs in cryogenic suspension.
And they hatched it?
They brought it here to wake it up?
Binary Helix planned to clone Rachni, mass-produce them, create an army. But when they get here, they find this egg is not a common Rachni. It is a queen. After she lays eggs, they move her to Rift Station. They are thinking that without her, they can raise the babies to be obedient.
Hold on. Don't you need a male to get eggs?
Queens are born carrying the genetic code of their fathers. Eggs are carried away from the colony to hatch alone. Queens can lay eggs in hours and have a colony in days. This is how they spread so quickly.
Separating them from their mother didn't work.
This was exactly the wrong thing to do. I am thinking that without a queen, Rachni do not develop properly. Her mind is shaping theirs. These Rachni are uncontrollable.
But we are running out of time.
This is fascinating, but we don't have time to chat.
These Rachni are beyond saving. It is a sad thing, but they must be euthanized. I am thinking that the neutron purge must be set off.
I'm not familiar with the purge system.
It creates bursts of neutron radiation, kills everything within the station. Things beyond get genetic damage of varying degree.
How do we set off the purge?
Arming controls are nearby. All you do is insert the key. Then I will give Mira destruct.
What the? Yeah. Alright, let's grab the purge codes. We need to deal with these. Now, make sure you save here. This is important.
Connecting. I have full access to the facility and am at your disposal.
How many Rachni are in here?
I'm sorry. The sensor network is too damaged to provide an accurate...
Give me your best guess.
Guessing is beyond my design parameters, Commander.
What's the status of the facility?
Containment breach in Laboratory Pod Gamma. The neutron purge system is functional, but has not been armed.
Alright, initiate it.
What's the status of the facility?
Containment breach in
Activate the neutron purge.
I'm sorry, but I can't do that without proper code authorization.
Don't mumble.
Code input 875-020-079. Code Omega. Local execution.
Verified. Code Omega execution
Now you have
in 120 seconds.
Now you have 2 minutes to fight the thing. Once you get by these, just make sure you head to the elevator. And once you get up here, you cannot return. Complete. Let's get out of here. At the central station, and it'll bring us right back to Normandy.
What's our next?
No, not so fast on that.
The Mu relay could link to dozens of systems. Unless we know exactly where Saren's going, we'd just be wasting our time.
The commander is right. We cannot rush off blind. We still need to learn more about Saren.
Who put you in charge? Did the commander resign when I wasn't looking?
Hey, calm down.
We're all on the same team here, Williams. She's just trying to help.
Sorry, Commander.
Alright. It's alright.
This is a tough mission. We're all on edge. Everyone go get some rest. Crew, dismissed.
Novaria report is away, Commander. You want me to patch it through to the Council?
Yes.
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
Is this report accurate, Commander? You found Rachni on...
And then released the Queen. Do you have any idea what you've done? How many generations until they overrun the galaxy?
They're not going to.
This Queen is different. She understands why her kind had to be wiped out last time around.
I hope you're right, Shepard. Our children's children will pay the price if you're not.
We'll be waiting for your next report, Commander.
Alright, so we got more Paragon points here. No Renegade. And believe it or not, we have full Paragon points pretty much at this point. Let's see if the Normandy has anything new in stock before we end our mission here. Check on the rest of the crew.
Anything you need, Commander?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Killing Saren's, what was Benezi anyway? Second in command? Advisor? Anyway, it should set him back a bit. I'm sure Dr. Tassoni's hurting, though. Poor kid. Having to kill her own mom.
And the Rachni Queen.
Any opinion on the Rachni?
Off the record, if we had the option, I'd as soon have left it to the Council. We weren't out here during the Rachni War. I'm not sure we have any business getting involved.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
I didn't figure you'd have time to talk with all that's going on. There's gotta be some xenobiologists who want to read about the thorium.
They can wait.
The paperwork will keep. Something on your mind?
I'm just looking for an ear. that a briefing wasn't the right place to say how ridiculous this is. Seems like every other race in the galaxy is wrapped up in their own problems. They don't want to see what's coming.
Yeah, can't blame them.
Wanting to believe everything will be fine? Sounds like human nature to me.
Yeah, I guess some things carry across species well enough. I should remember that after what happened with Vernus.
I think you'd carry a grudge over the crap you took from Vernus.
Before I met Vernus, I knew as much as any other civilian. Aliens were weird, superior, and tried to tell us what to do. I mean, it's only been 26 years since first contact. That's not a lot of time to understand them. But it was Vernus who made me see how human aliens are. They're not different or special. They're jerks and saints, just like us. Hell, by the time I got payback, I didn't even want it anymore.
I don't see you snapping very easily. What finally did it?
He hurt a girl, broke her arm. She reached for a glass of water instead of pulling it biotically. She just wanted a drink without getting a nosebleed, you know? Like an idiot, I stood up. Didn't know what I was gonna do, just something. And Vernus lost it. Beat the crap out of me. Kept shouting how they should have bombed us back to the Stone Age. And that's when the knife came up. A military-issue talon, right in my face. I cut loose. Full biotic kick right in the teeth. Almost as strong as I can manage now. At 17, that's something.
Tapping that deep must have shocked the hell out of you.
Not as much as it shocked Vernus. It killed him. Snapped his neck. They probably could have saved him if they got him to an infirmary quick enough. But they didn't. Caused a stir when they shipped him home. Bot training was shut down. Kinetics folded a couple of years later. So, yeah, maybe I hated that Turian. I mean, if one ass was enough to judge a whole race, I'd hate humans too.
A reasonable stance. Keep that level head and we'll do fine.
Staying reasonable is about all we've got left. Everyone else in this galaxy seems to have gone out of their minds. Present company accepted, of course.
Got another codex entry.
If you are here to talk about Benezia's death, you need not bother. She brought it upon herself.
What, you don't feel bad?
Don't pretend it doesn't bother you. She was your mother.
She was. But she was not. I prefer to remember Benezia as she used to be, before she was corrupted by Sovereign's power.
But she's still with you.
The best of your mother lives on in you. Her determination, her intelligence, her strength.
That is kind of you to say. I appreciate your concern, but I am fine. Benezia chose her path, just as I have chosen mine. I am with you until the end, Shepard.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
That's pretty, interesting that she took it like that.
Shepard.
Rex?
Commander?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
You mean the Rachni, right? They were dangerous, Skipper. They proved that 2,000 years ago. I think it was a mistake to let them go. But that wasn't my call to make. It was yours. If you haven't talked to Dr. Tassoni, you probably should. She just lost her mom. That has to hurt. Just saying, Skipper.
We'll talk later, Williams.
Looking forward to it, Skipper.
Alright, so that's...
Commander, I wanted to thank you.
What for, Garrus?
I've thought about what you... This way, we'll know he'll never hurt anyone again.
I'm glad you see it.
Don't worry, Commander. I will.
So that is... So I don't see what,
Hey, Shepard. You need something?
I should go.
See you later.
go over here.
Looking for supplies?
See what you got.
Let's see what you've got.
You bet, Commander.
Yeah, some of the other higher tiers won't be available until higher levels. But of course, this hammer, other sniper rifles are nowhere going to be that bad. We got the best ones in the game already, give her the medical interface because she does not have the ability to regenerate health. Deal with the, we'll find other armors later on. Next time we'll go off and do some, visit the Citadel, then probably go, if nothing else too much goes there, we'll just a quick visit there, go to some worlds, and then after that we'll go to Vermont. Until next time, I'm Crimson Thunder, see you later.